Welcome back to Midwest Whitetail. It is the afternoon of November 6th, and Elizabeth and I elected to come to the Redneck tonight. This is one of the best spots for southwest wind on this farm, but also this has been pretty hot the last few days. A couple mature deer have been hitting this plot, daylight actually. With it being the rut, we're hoping to catch some of these deer cruising through these bedding areas, scent checking for does, but with any luck we'll get our eyes on one of these mature deer tonight, and hopefully they'll come check out the decoy. That tree's at 15. What's that yardage? At 20. Can you see her, Ben? Yeah, the tree can want to right on them. Welcome back to Midwest Whitetail, guys. It is November 7th, and Elizabeth and I are getting a little bit of a late start this morning. I think it's about 11 o'clock now, but we're back down on one of the river bottom farms, actually the same farm that we hunted last night. And the reason that we're late to the stand today is Elizabeth hit a buck last night on one of the food plots, came right into the decoy right at last camera light, and she got what I thought was a good hit right away. And we looked back at the footage, and it looked like it was a little too close to the shoulder. And after looking for blood and looking for the deer, doing some grid search and talking to other people, I think we've come to the conclusion that it's just a shoulder hit, and that deer should survive. So fingers crossed that he shows back on camera. But we're sitting down here on the same section that I hunted the other morning on Monday, and this seems to be there's a lot of deer in this area. So with any luck, maybe we'll have a buck come check this bedding area to our northwest with this southwest wind, and Elizabeth can get a shot at a buck today. But we're going to sit tight. It's pretty warm, so hopefully we see something, but if not, it's just nice to be out here. He's at 26 right now. I think he's gonna walk right here. Hang on. We gotta get him sideways. Top. Have to let him get past us a little bit, okay? Alright, put it right behind his shoulder. Hang on, I'll stop him. Meh. You smoked him. Yeah, he's bleeding out good. Just keep watching. Talk about close.
I would have rather shot him when he was right there.
I wanted him close, babe. Oh my goodness.
The whole time you were like, he's walking right there. I was looking like way too far away.
Oh yes.
You're like right there in front of me.
Oh, give me some. Alright. It is noon. She shot that deer at noon. we were kind of down on the dumps this morning. You know, the buck that she hit last night, he is still alive. I'm 100% sure of it, just based on the shot and the amount of blood that we found. But then we came in here and set up. I told Elizabeth I wanted to get in here, and I'm so bummed. I don't even know what to say. We just went back and looked at the footage, and it looks really good. It got pretty tight to that shoulder again, but should get that single lung hopefully. I feel really good about that shot, just the angle and how much penetration she got. So still can't believe that happened. November 7th, 12 o'clock. Let's see if we can find him. All right, guys, we'll talk about quite the eventful last couple days we've had. So the story with this deer honestly kind of starts on Saturday night. We had a buck that I had actually gone out and filmed that morning, not too far away. I got full belief that that deer's still running around. It looked like just muscle blood in the shoulder. There was no bubbles in it or anything. So I believe it was about 10:30 when we got done looking. We decided to hop in the stand on a section that I had actually hunted on that previous Monday and had a really good hunt. She made, I thought, a great shot once again, right behind the shoulder. We got 100 yards down the trail where we saw this deer actually make his way into some thick bedding. And unfortunately, this deer got up and took off running out of his first bed. We backed out, and unfortunately, Elizabeth had to work, so she wasn't able to come on the track job. But thankfully, my dad was able to come with me, and we took up the trail from that last bed where we watched him run off. And we basically just started grid searching, and luckily, the first direction that we decided to go, not 100 yards from that first bed, there he laid. But I could not be more proud of her. And one thing I did want to mention is we've got a lot of history with this deer. Me and Caleb encountered him last year, not too far from where Elizabeth actually shot him, and he ended up showing back up this year as a 5.5-year-old. Actually got the first trail cam pictures of him this summer, probably 50 yards from where she killed this deer. So that's pretty cool, just to have good history with the deer and to get a big mature buck like this down on the ground. I don't think you could ask for much more. But we're going to be getting out a bunch here coming up, and a lot of good days ahead. So hopefully we can bring you guys some more action, and thank you for watching Midwest Whitetail.
Hey guys, welcome to Midwest Whitetail. It's the morning of Tuesday, November 9th. So it's the last morning of my rutcation long weekend here. I've been pretty much exclusively hunting the urban zone. I don't have a lot of permission farms outside of the urban zone, but I hunted this particular urban zone last night, and when I got into the stand yesterday, I was on my third climbing stick doing a hanging hunt, and I spooked a shooter buck. He never came back around, but I went ahead and left my stand up and wanted to get in here again this morning. I do have one more doe tag to fill for this urban zone, so if I see a lone doe, I'll go ahead and take a shot opportunity there, and that'll secure me a buck tag for next year. And then really in this particular urban zone, there's been one, maybe two potential shooter bucks showing up on camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and get quiet, and we already had some chasing and grunting going on this morning, so I might do a little bit of blind calling here in a little bit, and hopefully we'll have a fun morning. Are you kidding me right now? I cannot believe that just happened. I had a doe come through and I needed one more doe to get my buck tag for next year. I thought for sure she was alone, so I went ahead and shot her, and a spike buck showed up, and behind him is a shooter buck. So I shot him, and I'm not sure if my shot was a little high maybe, but I don't know, he offered me another shot. He was only 8 yards from the base of the tree, so I went ahead and shot him again. I cannot believe that. That was super intense. Got everything tagged up, and pretty incredible. I was just thinking while I was doing that, I mean, one of the reasons that I've been able to have pretty good action out of this spot, I'm hopping down and walking up a creek a little bit, and then I only walk, I don't know, 25 yards or so up to this ridge top, and whatever the wind's doing, I know I can hop to one side or other of this main trail that they're using in that mock scrape that I set up. So plenty of hunting left for me. Still have my statewide, and then I'll have a late muzzleloader tag. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'm gonna get to work and try to get these things out of here.